What's up everyone, Ace of All Trades here, and I'm bringing you guys another retro gaming video. If you guys didn't get a chance to take a look at last video, be sure to take a look down in the description box below. There will be a link. Also, there will be a link to the playlist so you can go ahead and catch yourself up with the retro gaming series. Now this time around, I'm bringing you guys the GAWD skater, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Now this is the original of the series. It was developed by Neversoft, published by Activision. I know, right? Activision actually did something right. It came out for the PlayStation, the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy Color, the Dreamcast, the N-Gage, and the Xbox. Now, Tony Hawk Pro Skater first landed in North America August 31st, 1999. But let's backtrack real quick. So like I said, of the platforms the game it came out with, you know what the most surprising that fun this game was actually on the Game Boy Color. I'm not gonna front, like it was actually pretty fun to play this game on Game Boy Color. Now of course it was not as in-depth as you can see here for the Nintendo 64 version, or maybe like the PlayStation or Dreamcast, but this was actually very fun to play on the Game Boy, and I don't know why. It was just fun to play, like a handheld skating game and everything like that. And I believe this was probably one of the most successful skate games, especially to come out, because there wasn't really any competition, and plus it was an amazing game. Like it really was. It was very fun to play. So I mean, I don't see anybody saying like, no, I hated Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Like, probably Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 were probably my favorite Tony Hawk Pro Skaters of the series. Now, I'll talk about the series later on, actually next. But it was always fun to play. I can always remember playing this game. One thing about Tony Hawk Pro Skater that I think is always memorable is, besides just the actual gameplay of it and the levels, was the soundtrack for this game. Like every single song on this soundtrack for Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I knew by heart because I played this game so much. And my biggest thing with this game was, and what I always wanted to do was, because you know you could use the C buttons on the Nintendo 64 to use the to do your moves and everything. I would always try to chain a combination of moves. Like that's always what I would do. Like, you know, especially when the warehouse, the first thing you want to do, you take your whoever skater that you have, go all the way down to the ramp, you go through the secret room or whatever, and then you try to grind and go around the whole stage. Like that was like something I always wanted to do. Like it was not a problem for me to ever get the high score, the pro score, or anything like that. It was always easy to do. It's just about everything else, collecting the tapes and everything like that. My favorite two skaters probably to play in the game, besides like is Tony Hawk. Obviously he was always dope to play, and Kareem Campbell. Lisa Steamer was dope on here too, and I was always like the variety of skaters that they had on here. It was always really dope. I could appreciate that, and even though I wasn't really into skating or anything like that for most of my life, I mean there was a phase, but like I said, I'll talk about that later. But you know, for this game to be as monumental as it is and to be as dope as it is, the fact that it ended the way it did when later in the series is just very disappointing. So that actually is a good segment to go into my next topic, which is Trash Skater 5. Yes, this is not the this is not the GAWD Skater. Trash Skater 5. Horrible. A waste of my money, a waste of my time. They shouldn't have released it or anything along those lines. It was not fun. I honestly, I couldn't believe it, because when we first got teased that the Tony Hawk was thinking about coming out with another Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I was hyped. And then I saw the game, a little bit of it and everything, and it did not interest me at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not big on graphical settings, depending on, you know, the console and everything like that. I mean, it is good for it to look nice, of course, like that, and it should look if it's going to be for the console and everything like that. I mean, I got it for PlayStation, but it actually looked something that was going to be released on the mobile phone. Like I felt like I was about to play this game on my iPhone or something. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. Just because it looks a certain way doesn't mean that it's going to be a bad game. So I gave it a chance, and when I played it, and I honestly played it for like 2 hours, and I was just like, I'm good. I don't need this anymore. I don't want it. Played it, used Tony Hawk. I used one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used Lil Wayne, you know, because, you know, Lil Wayne's a skater, you know, with trunk fit, you know, no. Like, I was just, I don't know. I didn't think it was a good game, and I feel like it did the series dirty. I felt like it was not a good representation of what Tony Hawk Pro Skater represented. The tasks they had you do, I didn't really care for them and whatever like that. Like, and the game was really glitchy. Like I said, like I feel like they rushed the game itself. Like, I felt like they were not ready at all to release that game, and they did, and I don't think they should have, because I feel like it hurt the franchise a little bit. Because, you know, everybody was like, yo, when's another Tony Hawk Pro Skater came out? Because, you know, after Tony Hawk Pro Skater series, they did, you know, Tony Hawk Underground, which was actually kind of fun. And then you had like another skate game called Skate come out, which, you know, gave competition to Pro Skater. But Skate was good for like the next gen consoles and everything like that. Well, last gen, but you know what I mean. And the fact that they came with Pro Skater 5, like I was like, nah, like I'm good. Like y'all need to come with something better than that. But I was really disappointed. But you know, that's just my own opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys had a chance to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, or you know, like I used to like to call it Trash Skater 5. Let me know, because I was just really disappointed. And I actually I kept it. I got too busy because I was gonna return it, so I ended up just trading it in because like it was just trash. Like I didn't even pick up the game. I was like, I'm good. That's one game I didn't beat, and I'm okay with saying that. I just didn't like it. So next topic, skater phase. Now I briefly talked about this at the beginning, but I don't care who tells you what. I probably like at least 90% of you listening either going through that phase now, or went through that phase when you were younger, like myself, or you guys could have been, you know, go through that phase late. But everybody went through that skater phase. I don't care who you are. I don't care what race, ethnicity, boy, girl, man, woman, whatever. Everybody went through a skateboarding phase. Like, and I know for a fact, I did, especially after this, like playing this game and everything like that. Oh, absolutely. Definitely went through my skating phase. Now, was I good? Hell no. Horrible. It was not even funny how bad I was with my skateboard. Like, it just, as much as I tried and everything like that, I just could not get it. I couldn't do any kick flips. I couldn't do any varial flips. I couldn't do an ollie that well or anything. And I'm very athletic. I just couldn't do it. But it doesn't matter if you're athletic or not. I learned that you just couldn't get it. Some people get it, some people don't. And one thing I just couldn't get is skateboarding. Don't know why. I was able to kill rollerblading. I could do moves and everything like that for rollerblading. When I had my Razor scooter, I was taking the candle wax, putting it on the side of the street on a curve and everything like that, and being able to, you know, grind it out. And it was always fun and everything. But I could not do anything with this skateboard. But it was okay. Like I said, everybody went through their skateboarding phase and everything like that. Like, I didn't go like, you know, emo, punk, anything like that. I just tried to ride a skateboard. I could ride it, but I just couldn't do anything else. Like, that's all I could do. Definitely sound off in the comment section below. I want to know if you guys have gone through your skateboarding phase, or if you're going through it right now, for the younger viewers. Now, next, I wanted to briefly mention this. I mean, you know, back in the day, they used to have this arcade game, and I keep forgetting what it is, but it wasn't Tony Hawk Pro Skater or anything like that. But they had like, it was like a skateboard, but you would just sit there or whatever, like you would move around and stuff like that. And I thought maybe that would be a cool concept, you know, with virtual reality and augmented reality being a big thing, especially now. Like, could they come out with like some type of like skate VR? Like with either the HTC Vive or the more, you know, the PlayStation VR, or I don't know, like even using like some of the like the phones now. Doubt it, but like would they come out? Would you guys think it'd be pretty cool for them to come out with a VR like skate game? I mean, it'd be kind of hard, I believe, to do it in like your household, obviously, because for you to be able to play like an actual VR skate game, like you need to be able to control the skater and everything like that. But it'd be dope if you could just do it via like a board or something like that, or if they could do it how like you could set yourself in position like you're riding a skateboard in your household, but you're not actually on it. And if they come up with like some way that they can be able to check the motion of like your legs, that would be dope too, because then like you could start doing moves and everything like that, which would be pretty cool. Like, I don't think like maybe like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater for VR, but something along those lines would actually be pretty cool to do. But hey, you never know. I mean, especially with, you know, things nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised they come out maybe a couple years now with like some type of VR skateboarding game. I doubt it with like the VR backpack or anything like that, but definitely with something like with the HTC 5, something along those lines with like a custom built PC. You know, wishful thinking. Closing remarks. Nothing really. I mean, hey, I enjoyed Tony Hawk Pro Skater to the fullest, and I mean the fullest. I still remember like the first map was probably one of the most memorable maps for me. That the school was always dope for me. Like, and I was gonna say, like, back in the day, like, you know, I mean 1999 when I played the game originally. I mean, I wasn't in high school or anything like that. I was just cracking elementary school still, I believe. And you know, when I saw like the high school and stuff like that, I was like, oh man, so this is what high school looks like. And surprisingly, a lot of the high schools kind of did look like this, you know, or at least where I'm from. But I always thought that was really cool and stuff like that. And you know, I definitely could appreciate like a good series. With Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it was just kind of sad and, you know, disappointing how it ended up with Pro Skater 5, and I really hope they don't bring it back. I really don't. Like with the Nintendo Switch coming out, which, you know, I highly doubt a skateboarding game will come out for that, but you never know. And game for consoles in the future, I hope they don't bring that back or anything like that along those lines. But thank you guys so much for watching yet another retro gaming video. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Ace of All Trades with the Gaming Illuminati, and I'm out.